guys, so welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year, happy 2019. I hope 2019 has started off great for you guys. For me, well, I've been literally doing absolutely nothing. So today I will be doing my favorites from 2018. I know this is really late, but I just haven't gotten around to filming it, and I thought I would film it today because I'm doing nothing else. I'm sorry that I haven't been uploading. I just haven't had any motivation, and I don't really know what to film at the moment. I just haven't been feeling too great recently, so yeah, I've finally gotten around to filming this video. So this will be our first video of 2019, and yeah, so I have many great things that I am looking forward to in 2019. I hope that you guys do, and without further ado, let's get into this video because this intro is already long enough. It is boiling in here. I was gonna turn my fan on, but it's the loudest thing. Like, even on like the lowest, it's so loud, and then I put it on like the highest, and it's really loud. I'd never realized how loud it was. But yeah, so we're gonna start with this video. So primers this year. See, I don't usually use primers that much. I just find that they don't really work for me. I don't know, but I do them to protect my skin, just because I get quite a lot of acne, and well, I just wanted to protect my skin, just in case it's the makeup that really causes more of my breakouts. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore that because that is not welcomed. So a lot of these products I didn't get at the beginning of the year. More of them were the later half of the year, but they still become like my favorites, and I use them, yeah, constantly. So first I have Tatcha, the Silk Canvas primer. This literally has been all over YouTube. And another primer that I've been really loving is the Smashbox, the Original Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer. Yeah, so I've been really loving this primer. So I have quite bad pores, and this primer it just smooths everything out. It's so good. The only thing I don't like about it is when if you don't like, it's not because it's not shakeable. It's like, you have to move it around, otherwise it gets really watery. Today I'm just going to be using the Tatcha one. Yeah. Okay, so for foundation, this foundation, I bought it and I kind of just guessed. I didn't really know the foundation shades or anything, and I couldn't test them at all because they were at the supermarket. But this is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. Let me say, this foundation matches me so well. I don't know, I just find that it looks so much like my skin tone, and I just love it because it's matte and poreless, so it's really good for me because I have oily skin. And yeah, I have been really loving this foundation so much, and it looks really good on the skin. So recently I've really been loving using a brush to blend out my foundation, and I've been using the Morphe M439 brush, and it's just this really dense brush, and I just really love to blend it out, blend out my foundation with this brush, and it doesn't leave any brush strokes or anything, and I just really love it, and it looks really nice. Okay, so concealers. This year I have absolutely been loving the the Makeup Revolution London Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer, and I have the shade C2. It's really good, it's good coverage, it blends beautifully. Yeah, and it's amazing. Another concealer that I have been loving is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and I have the shade Snow. Yeah, so this is just a really great concealer. It's a big bottle, so you have a lot of stuff in it, and a lot of product, not stuff, and yeah, and it's just really good for anything. So I got this at Mecca, and yeah, it's really good. So today I'm going to be using the Revolution concealer. Wow, this looks really light on camera, but it looks fine here. And I'm just going to use my Morphe sponge. I don't know what the real name for it, but yeah, I'm just going to use that to blend it out. So I really love the sponge because it just blends everything out so seamlessly, and it just looks beautiful. When I first got this sponge, I was actually surprised how hard it is. I thought it was going to be much softer like the Beauty Blender, but it's actually it's much harder, but it's a good hardness. Like it's really, So now that I've blended out all my concealer and foundation, I like to go in for spray, and I like to use the Mari Badescu sprays. I either go in with the facial spray with aloe, chamomile and lavender, or I go in with the facial spray with aloe, cucumber and green tea. I don't really mind which one I use because both of them are really good. One of my goals for this holidays was to try and get tan. That did not happen. So first goal of 2019, that's failed. But yeah, so I tried to get tan, but then I just couldn't be bothered to go lie outside, so didn't get tan. And whose fault was that? Mine! Okay, so I'm funny as f. For baking, there was a brief amount of the time, there was a brief period in the year where I realized that my baking became a little bit extreme and I got flashback. I will insert the photo of me and Trinity with flashback, and yeah, so I decided to move on to like a little bit less baking. It was more or less the same, but I used the brush instead and it was much less powder, and I found that much better. But recently I have moved back onto baking, especially since it's summer and you sweat so much. Yeah, you need that extra powder to stay in place. So I completely forgot to say this, but I am using the Too Faced Born This Way ethereal powder, the translucent one, for my baking. Alright, so now that I'm baking, I'm going to move on to my face powder. So I set my face with a different powder, and I've been loving the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Medium. Yeah, so I really like this product because it gives a little bit of coverage and it kind of balances out the paleness of my skin, so it gives me a little bit of colour, which is always a good thing because I do not want to look like a pale. So for contour, if you've watched my videos a lot, or my Instagram videos, you will know that I use the Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette, and I take the shade Shadow Play, which is this shade right here. And I just really like the tone of it, and I think it looks really good for when I contour, that's the word. Can you just hear how loud that fan is? Bronzer. So bronzer is kind of the same product throughout the whole year that I've been loving so much. I just find that it looks really good on my skin tone, and it also smells delicious, so that's an added bonus. This is the yeah, okay, hello, thank you. This is the Too Faced Born This Way. This is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, and it's a light / medium matte bronzer, and I just think it's a really nice colour. Okay, when I first got it, oh, you can see I've hit pan, you can see, just slightly, and I never hit pan to my products. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I really like this bronzer because I feel like it looks really good on me. I thought when I got it that it would be really dark on me, but turns out I'm just a pale, so it doesn't really matter because it works and I'm pale. I think I said that too many times now. And I like to take this on my Morphe M527 and just bronze up my face. So this bronzer is looking a little bit patchy, and I don't know why you're doing this because you're supposed to be proving how good you look, but it's looking a little patchy. So we're just gonna move on from that and we're not gonna talk about it. So moving on to blush, this year, so it's quite an old craze, if I would call it that, but I have been loving, absolutely loving, the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. Yeah, I know everyone has talked about it, but I'm going to add to that because I'm going to talk more about it. And I've also really loved a similar shade, similar effect. It's the Too Faced Papa Joe Peach blush, and I just really love it because of the smell. I have recently been loving taking this blush on the brush E4 from Morphe. There we go, I said it. And yeah, so it's a nice angled brush. If you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you will know that I love the Ofra Everglow highlighter in... no, that is the shade. Ofra highlighter in the shade Everglow, which is the collaboration they did with Nikki Tutorials. This is her first collaboration. I've also been really loving the MAC Hyper Real Glow, and yeah, so it's got 3 of these shades, and I've been really loving this shade right here. I don't really touch the other 2, but yeah, I can still work with these two shades, but not really this one, because I think it's a little too dark for me. But yeah, it's really nice. So today I'm going to take the Hyper Real Glow palette, and I'm going to take this on my Morphe M501 brush, and just go in. Me and my biggest fan. You shush. God, birds. No one cares what you think today. Alright, so for eyebrows, I love using the MAC Eyebrow Styler in the shade Spiked. So it's this nice dark brown shade. It's got the pencil on one side and the spoolie on the other. And I really like this product because I just feel like it glides on really easy. I think this is my 3rd one from this year. And yeah, so I'm just going to draw in my eyebrows today with this product. This year, for palettes, my absolute favourite, and let me just say, I did not get this palette at the beginning or like the middle. I got this at Christmas, and it has already become my literal favourite palette of all time. And this is the Morphe and James Charles palette. This mother trucking palette, I mean, hello. See, I don't really use colours. I don't really use these colours. I'm more those colours. Okay, so what I love about this new camera, one of the many things I love about this new camera, is that I can finally zoom you guys in and you guys can look at my eyeshadow a little bit closer up, which is probably not the best thing because now you can see my rank face. But here you go. I'm going to start off with the shade You're Kidding, which is a bright red, and I'm going to pick that up on the M433 from Morphe, and I've just washed my brushes and now they're dirty again, but look at that pigment. Oh, and I'm just going to put that, pack that on my corner. Don't judge me if this doesn't look good because I am not good at eyeshadow. And then I'm taking the shade Rusted just to blend out those edges. And then I'm going to take the shade Escape, which is a nice dark purple, and I'm going to pack that onto my outer corner and use that as to deepen my crease. So now we're going to move into the lower lash line, and I'm going to take the shade Cola, which is this nice dark blue. I'm going to run that on the outer corner of my lower lash line and start the blue down there. And I'm going to use that same brush and pick up the shade Brother, and I'm going to use that just to buff out that dark colour slightly. I'm going to take the shade Social Blade and put that onto the inner corner of my lower lash line, the inner third. And now I'm going to pick up the shade B, which is a bright yellow, which is a beautiful bright yellow, and I'm going to put that into my inner corner. So I'm going to take the Stila liquid eyeshadow, the Glitter and Glow, and I'm going to take this in the shade Diamond Dust, and I'm going to put this all over my lid. So this is the completed eye look. I haven't done my mascara, so I'm going to go off camera and do my other eye because I need to concentrate, and yeah, to get this all matching. I'm going to come back and we will do my mascara, my lips, and finish off this makeup look. Alright, so there we go. There's my dramatic eye look. Yeah, so it's definitely very different to what I usually did, especially last year. But I really like it now. I really like having these eccentric eyes. I would also like to mention, just ignore this area here because something went wrong and it's not fixing itself. So we're just going to ignore it because it's not there. It is not there. Definitely not there. So for mascaras this year, my first absolute favourite was the L'Oreal Paris Mega Volume Miss Baby Roll, and I really like this mascara because of the wand, and it's like a spiral and it's really good at volumizing the lashes. And I first saw this on Tati Westbrook's channel, and shout out to you because this is an amazing mascara and I absolutely love it. Another mascara that I've been loving a lot is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara, and I really like this because the wand just makes it so much easier to do your lashes. I find that this mascara is really good for bottom lashes. I don't really like to put it on my top lashes, but I really like it on bottom lashes. So I'm going to use the L'Oreal on my top lashes and the Benefit one on my bottom lashes. And we're finally on to lips. So for lips this year, I have been obsessed with glossy nude, like pinky nude lips. Obsessed. And these two have been my favourite. So this is the MAC and Patrick Star. This is, I think, the second collection he brought out with them. This is the Amplified Cream Lipstick in the shade Sweet Mama Star, and this is the lip gloss in the shade Mama Star Kiss. And I have been absolutely loving these because they're the perfect nudie colours. So I know this is not a setting spray, but I use it just as a setting spray because I don't really use like setting sprays. This is the MAC Fix Plus in the shade Gold Light. Alright guys, so that is the finished video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really love this look and I think all these products are beautiful. I hope that you guys got some makeup ideas from this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, comment and subscribe, and hit the notification bell only if you don't want to miss any of my videos. Hit the like button only if you want to, and I would really appreciate it if you did. Leave a comment down below if you have any ideas for what you want me to film. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I've already said that, and yeah, so I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye! Bye bitches.